20 years has come and passed. On the 11th of September 2001, 4 planes got hijacked by a total of 19 members of the terrorist group of Al-Qaeda. American Flight 11 is believed to be hijacked around 8:14 local time. The plane was a Boeing 767-223ER and was the first plane to hit the North Tower of World Trade Center. On board was 81 passengers, including 5 hijackers and 11 crew members. The hijackers were Mohammed Atta al-Sayed, who was the leader and pilot seated in seat 8D, Walid al-Sehri seated in seat 2B, Wail al-Sehri at seat beside Walid at 2A, Abdulaziz al-Umari that had flown with Atta to Logan Airport from Portland, Maine, Satam al-Sakami seated in seat 10B. The plane had tail number November 334 Alpha Alpha and crashed into the tower 8:46 local time with over 1,300 people in the tower. The plane took off from Boston Logan Airport destined for Los Angeles International Airport. None of all the people on board Flight 11 survived. United Flight 175 was the second plane to hit the tower 17 minutes after Flight 11, with a crew of 9 and passengers of 56, including 5 hijackers who are believed to be Marwan al-Saidi, who flew the plane, Fayez Bani Hamad, Mohand al-Sahiri, Hamza al-Ghamdi, Ahmed al-Ghamdi. The plane was a Boeing 767-222 with a tail number of November 612 Uniform Alpha, and just like Flight 11, it took off from Boston bound for Los Angeles. None of the planes survived, and there was over 600 people in the South Tower at the time of the crash. Both towers collapsed within 1 hour and 42 minutes after the crashes. Fourth plane to get hijacked was American 77 flying from Dulles International Airport and got hijacked over Ohio. The plane was a 757-223 with a tail number of November 644 Alpha Alpha bound for Los Angeles. The pilot, Hani Hanjour, had come to the US in 1990 and gone through flight training at CRM Airline Training Center in Scottsdale, Arizona, and got his FAA certificate in April 1999. Other hijackers on that flight was Khalid al-Midar, Majed Moked, Nawaf al-Hazmi, and Salem al-Hazmi. The plane had 58 passengers on board, including 5 hijackers and 6 crew members. The plane flew into the west side of Pentagon, killing all on board, including 5 kids aged 5, 8, and 11, and 125 people inside the building. The plane crashed into Pentagon 50 minutes after first and around 30 minutes after the second crash of World Trade Center. Third plane to be hijacked was United 93 that took off from Newark International Airport bound for San Francisco International Airport. The plane was a 757-222 with tail number November 591 Uniform Alpha. There were 37 passengers on board, including 4 hijackers and a crew of 7. The hijackers are Ziad Jarrah, who was the pilot, Ahmed al-Haznavi, Ahmed al-Nami, Ted al-Ghamdi, the French citizen Zacharias Mozaoul was believed to be the 5th hijacker on board Flight 93 but got arrested by FBI 16th of August 2001 after a flight teacher at the flight school he attended found him suspicious. The plane was believed to crash into either the White House in D.C. or Capitolium as secondary. It's believed that CIA's headquarters in Langley also could be a possible target. The passengers on 93 fought back against the hijackers around 9:58 and tried to get in the cockpit, and it's proven because the pilot told the other hijacker inside the cockpit to block the door. The pilot did a lot of maneuvers to prevent the passengers from getting into the cockpit. The passengers did, however, not give up, and on the CVR you can hear one of the hijackers say, pull it down," telling the investigators that the passengers were close, maybe just seconds from getting into the cockpit. Under the screaming of Allah is big, the captain pulled the controls sharply to the right, and the plane rolled 180 degrees and flew upside down. Shortly after, at 10:03, the plane hit the ground with an angle of 40 degrees nose down on a field outside of Shanksville, Pennsylvania, northwest of Washington, D.C. None of the passengers or the crew survived, and is believed to have died immediately on impact. A few years ago, I decided to watch videos on YouTube from that day and found one video filmed from an apartment about a block away filming the events, and with that video was a transcript from one of the phone calls to 911 where there is a man begging for help because he was stuck in the North Tower. I could hear his screams when the tower collapsed. The memories I have from that day is when I saw on the news a man jumping out of one of the towers shortly before it collapsed. This dream goes out to all of the brave men and women who risked their lives, and to all of the innocent lives who were lost on that fateful Tuesday. You're always loved and never forgotten. This flight we're doing today will be American 11, and we're taking it to Los Angeles in memory of those people who never made it to their destination or never got off work. I want you guys to share all the memories you have from that day in chat. Together we honor the innocent.